There were around 10 to 12 participants from different projects, and for most of them the concept of this positive deviance was very new. They said they will continue to work on that, and they will try to connect again with us to learn more about that and implement in their own projects. In every community we will find that there are some individuals or some families or some groups, in spite of living in the same socio-economic conditions like their peers, they are able to address specific problems, and they have adopted some uncommon practices or behaviors to come out of that problems or issues. So these families or these individuals or these groups, they are the positive deviants who have achieved something which is not done by their peers in the same community. We, or as a development organization, they go to some community and they go with their own solution of the local problems. But in this important concept of positive deviance, we shift to the from need-based perspective to asset-based perspective. And asset is the knowledge, existing knowledge of the community, of the target populations, who can use their own way to come out from the problems they are facing. By adopting some uncommon practices which is not used widely by others, if one can come out from a particular situation, why not others? So people may be easily convinced with the idea of that. So this is the the power or strength of this whole concept. In my case, we are working on the nutrition project, and child care is if it is a shared care by the all family members. So we found by our research that there is more possibility that child are nourished. In case if it is the responsibility of women only, and which is very much prevalent across the region there, so we found that the male member of the family, they are not they are not taking care of the children there. So in that case, suppose if father come forward and he take care his children, he take care the kids to the centers where the growth monitoring is done, their weight, their height is taken. So this father may be the positive deviance, where the other male members are not taking care of their children, but the person is taking care of, and he is also collecting knowledge when he is visiting the center. So he applies those knowledge, this nutrition related knowledge, in their day-to-day life, and their child are well nourished.
Okay, so as far as I understand, there's the positive factor, there's the deviance factor, but from my understanding, it is important that there could be numerous factors that actually cause the effect. So if you only see the effects, it's not so easy to really pinpoint what the cause actually is, and that needs to be found out, and it's not so easy.
So conceptually, yes, it is required, but it is just 5 steps concept we need to do if we talk about. So at first step, you need to identify any of the problems, so one can easily identify in their setup on which problem one want to work. At the second steps, we need to identify the positive deviance in the local context. It may be a village, it may be a particular community in the village. So we need to identify who are related with that problem. At third stage, we need to meet and discuss and observe with that positive deviance what unique or what uncommon they are doing, because of that they are out of that problem. So this is the third step. And that at the fourth step, once we know the uncommon practices, the positive behaviors they have adopted and they have come out from that problems, so we need to make a plan with the with the community, that how we can disseminate to the other families, other person, other individuals, all those uncommon practices. And then the last stage is the monitoring. So we can have the joint monitoring plan with the with the target population. So we need to identify, okay, in our case, which when we identify one of the family as a positive deviant, so what we found there, that the child was taken care by the neighbors, so there was a very good support system from the neighbor side. So there may be different, different determinants or different contributing factors to that particular impact. So you are very true, but we can identify most affecting factors out of that, and we can do advocacy for that. So, and for your information, when we started working to address this problem of malnutrition, so we could identify around 30 uncommon practices from different villages. So something is working somewhere. One particular behavior is reported from the other village. So that way, but these are the common practices, uncommon practices, and we cannot go for single uncommon practices which will address. So we can go with the multiple uncommon practices with the target population, and we can say, okay, if these are the practices is adopted by the community, then hopefully the nutrition situation will improve. This positive deviance tools has lot of potential if it is planned and implemented in well manner. So it can work for any kind of project that we communicated and that was understood by the all participants yesterday.